If you train hard but your muscle barely moves, stay for the full system. Muscle growth is not magic reps or random exercises. It is a loop: create a strong enough stimulus, recover, then repeat. When one link is missing, people blame genetics first and training second. The difference between two people doing similar exercises is rarely one magic movement. It is whether the full loop is running. The three parts are stimulus, recovery, and nutrition support. You can lift 5 days a week and still stall if sleep and protein are weak. You can eat clean and still stall if your lifts never progress. This video walks the loop in order. Think of recovery as the invoice for training. Skip sleep and you skip the rebuild. I am not selling a secret exercise list. I am naming the mechanics that matter for hypertrophy. When you understand the loop, you stop copying random workouts and start building a plan you can measure in progress. Next segments: how to stimulate muscle with progression, why recovery is where growth happens, how protein and calories fit your goal, and what realistic progress looks like so you do not quit a good plan too early. Layer 1 is stimulus. Muscles adapt when you force them to work harder than they are used to. That usually means more tension, more reps with good form, more load over weeks, or harder sets with control. Random variety without progression is entertainment, not a growth plan. You can also progress by adding quality reps, improving range of motion safely, or adding a hard set when you are ready. The point is direction, not chaos. Read the comparison. Hard sets that stay in the same weight range for months still signal maintenance. Sets that move up slowly over time signal adaptation. You do not need to destroy yourself every day. You need enough challenge and a path to more over time. You do not need to fail every rep, you need sets that are hard enough to matter, especially on key lifts, and then you improve those lifts over months. Consistency beats hero weeks. The rule is simple. Pick a few lifts you can load safely, track them, and add small progress when form stays solid. If you cannot measure progress, you cannot manage growth. Layer 2 is recovery. Training is the trigger. Growth happens when you sleep, eat enough, and manage stress. If recovery is garbage, you are just collecting fatigue. The gym is the start. The bedroom and the kitchen finish the job. Inflammation and soreness are not trophies. They are signals. More soreness does not always mean more growth. Chronic stress and short sleep raise fatigue and hunger noise. They also blunt how well you adapt from the same training. Two people can run the same program and get different outcomes because recovery differs. Muscles need time to repair. That means rest days and same volume. Training every day with max intensity is a fast way to spin wheels, not a fast way to grow. The rule is treat sleep as a non-negotiable input. If you want muscle, stop bragging about 5 hours of sleep like it is a badge. Layer 3 is nutrition support. Protein gives amino acids, the building supply for muscle repair and growth. If protein is chronically low, you are trying to build a house with missing bricks. You can build muscle in a deficit sometimes, especially if you are newer or have more body fat. But aggressive deficits make it harder. Maintenance or a small surplus is usually the easiest path for muscle gain. Pick the goal honestly. If fat loss is the main goal, keep protein high and accept that muscle gain may be slower. If muscle is the main goal, do not run an extreme deficit and wonder why lifts stall. A simple win is protein at each meal. One giant dinner does not fix a day of low protein. Muscle protein synthesis is a daily rhythm, not one heroic shot. The rule is basics first. Creatine can help many people, but it does not replace protein and sleep. Do not fund a supplement stack before your food is honest. Layer 4 is expectations. Beginners can gain strength fast because the room is large. Trained lifters add small plates over long timelines. If you expect influencer speed forever, you will call a good plan broken. Track strength, reps, and how exercises feel. The scale and mirror move slowly. Progress still shows up in training logs when you are honest. Plateaus mean you need a small change, more recovery, better food, smarter progression, or a deload. They do not mean your genetics ended the game. Sometimes the fix is a deload week, sometimes it is more food, sometimes it is better sleep. The plateau is information. The rule is consistency beats intensity spikes. Muscle rewards boring repetition. Here is the stack that holds up: progressive training, sleep and stress management, enough protein, and realistic timelines. Motivation spikes. Systems win. If you only fix training and ignore sleep and protein, you are fighting yourself. If you only fix food and never progress lifts, you are also fighting yourself. The win is coming back next year stronger than this year. That is how muscle builds in real life. One great month does not build a physique. Quiet months of good reps build it. Next, go deep on protein, amino acids, complete versus incomplete, daily targets, and common mistakes. That is where many people leak gains without realizing it.